I wanted to talk about a DJ recommendation post, okay? These are very common in our industry, right? Let's say like you're perusing Facebook, mostly on Facebook. You're perusing on Facebook, just scrolling, taking a poop, and then you come across a post like this, in a comment. This was in South Jersey Weddings, which is I'm from New Jersey. It's a wedding group, Facebook group. That's whatever. Can anyone recommend an amazing DJ in South Jersey? The question is, what do you do, right? As a DJ, you're a mobile DJ. What do you do? Do you comment on this post? Do you recommend yourself? Or do you just sit back and hope someone else recommends you? What are your thoughts on this, right? And it's definitely two sides of the fence, right? Half of us, I say, just don't say nothing, just hope we get recommended, right? The other half are in there like swimwear. They already have you know what I mean? And my side of it, my personal thoughts on it, up front, I'll be upfront with you, is that I don't recommend myself. I think recommending yourself is kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like licking your own balls. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to, just because no one else will lick your balls, you're going to lick your own one day. It just doesn't, nothing is going to work better than a recommendation coming from someone else. If you recommend yourself, there's self-interest there. It's not going to hold as much merit. You know what I mean? It just doesn't. So even when I was building, first starting out and, Facebook was coming out in the early 2010s and it was starting getting used for planning and everything. And I was trying to do this for a living. And I was really, grinding out and everything. I still never commented it because to me, it just, I don't know. It didn't, I would rather someone else recommend, right? And that's my personal opinion, but I get it. If you're grinding it out and you really, you want to do everything you can to drum up business and you're just trying to, make it work and live the American dream and all that good stuff. I get that, you would comment that. I understand the other side of it. And with that being said, I figured I would, do a little segment and talk about, if you are going to comment on a post like this, what you should say, in my opinion. What would be the most effective thing to do, okay? Now, we're going to use this post as an example, and I'm going to use some real-life screenshots of other DJs who recommended themselves. And I figured it would be useful to kind of go through and kind of maybe critique what they said and maybe adjust it. So it would be more effective. So hopefully they would get the gig, right? And before I do this, I might say a joke here and there. All right, I'm an asshole. I'm a dickhead. I get that. But I'm really not putting any of these people down. They're grinding. They're trying to keep a roof over their head. They're trying to make this business work. We're all in the same boat here, okay? We're all just trying to DJ for a living. And I'm really not I'll have a joke here and there, just being, playing around. But I'm really not trying to put these people down, okay? Because I didn't hide their names or nothing. They're all just getting called out right now. But I'm really not. All right, I respect all these people. All right, don't get your panties in a bunch. All right, but this is constructive. Okay, this is all constructive criticism. So this post, okay, this is all this post was. They made this little thing or whatever on Facebook. There was no other context. Okay, so the first thing, if you have a post like this in a group and you want to respond to it, the first thing you should do, in my opinion, is comment and say what, when, where, and when. What, where, and when. Okay, because there's a birthday cake there, but this was in a wedding group. So it could be a wedding, it could be a birthday party. The kind of event is huge. Where is it? Where it's at matters, obviously. And then when? Are you even available before you throw your shit in there? Are you even available? Make sure you're available, okay? And I don't think there was one comment. There might have been a comment or two with DJs doing it, but just in general, you want to ask this. If you ask this and then whoever the bride is or whoever the person throwing the party is or whatever, answers you and says, oh, well, it's on this date and it's at this venue and yada, yada, yada. Now you have more information to better sell yourself, to better position yourself to get the gig. So if it's at a venue that you frequent at, then now you can say, oh, well, first of all, I'm available. Second of all, congratulations on the engagement, or, sounds like whatever you say for birthday parties or whatever. And then third of all, I love your venue. Been there a bunch of times. You also have the opportunity. Let's say you have a video from that venue. Maybe you did a wedding there and you recorded a video there. Now you can share that video. Oh, awesome. Here's a video of me DJing at that venue. You know what I mean? Love to be a part of it. Feel free. And then you leave your information, right? You leave a website. Feel free to inquire at the website, and keep it pushing like that. Now they have a real video, maybe a picture, whatever, of you doing something there, and that's gold. That's a great way to incorporate just in sales in general. Like it's a very good idea. Like if you've been to the venue before, even if you don't have a picture or a video, which would be gold, the other way to do it is, in the comment, you can personalize and write like, hey, oh, I love that venue. Their mac and cheese bar is legit. I don't know, something about the venue. So, they can kind of like realize that you're not bullshitting. You've been there a bunch of times. You have experience there. And that's like a big hurdle. Couples always ask, like, have you been there before? Yada, yada, yada. Even though, let's be honest, every venue, all you need is an outlet. What's it matter? Like being at a venue before, like it literally doesn't matter to us, at least in my opinion. I always thought in the back of my head, like, why do people care so much? But regardless, they do care. It's a way to sell. And that's how I'd handle it, right? But let's go through some of these comments and critique a little, okay? Because some of these comments are, I think they're not helping themselves, right? Like these DJs are not, like, they're not going to get this gig, and I want to help, okay? So that's what this is. This is constructive criticism. Constructive criticism, okay? So bear with me here. First one. This is on this post, by the way. We are pretty amazing. 20 years of amazingness, above and beyond entertainment. Couple things. Number one, even if you are amazing, I'm not a fan of saying you're amazing, okay? Let someone else say that for you. You don't want to, 20 years of amazing. It's kind of funny, honestly, but like, you don't want to, you don't want to boast, okay? It goes without saying. Also, they tagged above and beyond entertainment, but they also posted from above and beyond entertainment. So it's just like a double tag. Like all they have to do is just click above their comment and they're going to go right to the same page. You don't have to re-tag yourself. Like you're literally commenting from that. So that's a, redundant tag. And the other thing I would say is beyond the what, where, and when and asking all that stuff and just like not blindly answering this, not knowing anything about the party, I would also say leave your website so they can go check you out. That would be my critique. Okay. Hope you get it above and beyond. Next one. Hi, Adrian Rivera. I guess that's who made the post. Total Experience Entertainment Group, LLC, would love to provide the entertainment for your special day. I just sent you a message with information. Looking forward to hearing from you. And then they left the website. Couple things. Number one, you don't have to say LLC. That's a technicality. That's what kind of business you have. LLC, like construction workers do that all the time. It'll be right on the side of the vehicle. Big Bob Construction LLC. It's not. You're not legally. You don't have to. It's goofy to me. It's just goofy to me. Leave the LLC out. Okay. We all have LLCs. Most of us. Okay. You don't have. It doesn't make you seem more legit. You know what I mean? Like just leave the LLC out. Number one. Number two. Would love to provide the entertainment for your special day. Again, the post doesn't mention a wedding. You got to ask what it is. There's a birthday cake there. It could be a birthday party. How do you know it's not a birthday party? Even though it's in a wedding group, how do you know it's not a birthday party? You know what I mean? Like, how do you know? Third thing, I just sent you a message with information. People, do not slide in DMs, okay? Do not, especially with women, okay? I don't care. Like, you just don't slide in DMs. It's just not like, if you're older and you don't understand, like, it's like, it can almost, like, it's like an invasion of privacy, right? Especially with younger people. Gen Z and even like a lot of millennials, like, I won't even answer my phone. Don't call me. Like, unless like, I don't, I'm not like a talk on the phone guy. Like, I'm not going to just answer a random call that I wasn't expecting. You know what I mean? That's old school shit. That's a boomer thing. DM, same thing. It's like almost like, whoa, like, dudes, like, I put one, like, think about it. You put one post on a Facebook group, and all of a sudden you got all these dudes like sliding your DM. Yo, I'll be your DJ. What's up? Like, it's just like, it's like too much, right? You're not going to get the gig that way. Let them slide in your DMs. Let them email you. Let them inquire on your website, right? So I would have asked the what, where, and when, and then leave your website and keep it pushing. Okay, that's it with this. And take the damn LLC off. Any of you, please, if you learn one thing at this show, you have an LLC on your Instagram or somewhere or wherever, and you're marketing on your website, take that shit off. It's redundant. It makes you look like a construction company. It really does. Next comment. Hi, Adrian. I'd love to chat. Instagram, website. Now, this one's not terrible, You left your information. You leave the ball in their court. You're not DMing them or nothing like that, okay? But again, you don't know the what, where, and when. So are they going to get the gig, you know? Another thing, by the way, to point out is that all these messages, every single one of them, ones we're going to go over, they all weren't liked at all by the couple. None of them. The only messages in this thread, and you'll notice in most threads like this, that are liked by the couple, the bride that actually, or whoever, maybe she's not a bride, but the person that made the post, the only ones that she liked were the ones that were from other people recommending a DJ, not DJs recommending themselves. And that should be a big, flag to kind of look at, right? Our company has several DJs that we match up to fit your specifications. Contact me anytime. KylePartyMasterOnline@gmail.com. Again, not terrible other than the fact you don't know the what, when, and where. So, like, what specifications? Like, that seems like a copy and paste that you do at every group thing. You know what I mean? Like, I think Kyle copies and pastes this at every group. He's grinding it out. I'm not hating on him. We're all looking for the nut, right? We're all trying to make this work. I'm not hating, but it seems like he copies and pastes this because, again, the post there's no specifications, just an amazing DJ in South Jersey. So those are the specifications. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like a copy and paste thing. So try not to ask the what, when, and where. Ask the what, when, and where. Now, this one's interesting because this one, Tasso, I think if I'm saying it correctly, right, put this comment, and then someone on the bottom recommended him. Tasso is the real deal, highly recommend. And look, it was actually hearted by the person who made the post. She still didn't heart his original recommendation of himself or whatever, but like, she hearted the recommend. You know what I mean? Because that's what they're looking for, other people to recommend the DJ, not the DJ recommend themselves. But not sure of your date, but if you're seeking a high-end experience in terms of entertainment, feel free to visit my site. You can also search for me on YouTube, where I have videos of every wedding I've DJ'd to give you insight as to the atmosphere I create for my clients. Best of luck. So this is the best one we've seen so far. He said, not sure of your date, which is a huge thing. So at least you mentioned that, right? So that's the when. If you're seeking a high-end experience, I like that verb, right? You're basically setting yourself up like, hey, I'm not the cheap guy. All right. Nothing wrong with that. But don't expect a couple to search you on YouTube, right? Put your website, put your YouTube right there. So I got a ton of videos, ton of content online. Check it out, right? Keep it short, simple, and all that. Don't ask anybody. You can also search for me on YouTube. No one's going to search for you. It's never going to happen. You can't expect anybody to do that, right? You have to make it as easy as possible. So that would be, I don't know. We are Mark Allen, DJ Entertainment. Contact or text us. Was he a Penn State guy? We are. I don't. This is an older guy, so it just, again, what, where, and when, or don't say nothing at all. Okay, it just doesn't help. They're not gonna, and especially, and that's another thing. You guys who text me, call or text me, no one's gonna call or text you. And if you do get calls or texts, these are just people price shopping, and these are bold people that are just looking for crazy deals. The average Gen Z or millennial is not gonna, like, younger millennial is not gonna call or text anybody. That's weird. All right, that's weird, especially like cold calling, like out of nowhere. It's not gonna happen. So just email, inquire online, social medias. That's it. Just don't. I don't even like giving out my number. It's like last case resort for me. I don't want anybody to have my number or nothing. But like, they don't like. I'm telling you, it's almost like an invasion of privacy. Like, the average person under 35 will not answer their phone. Like, I'm telling you. Like, if I'm not planning to talk to you on the phone, unless you're like, excuse me, unless you're like literally like in my inner circle, unless you're like my inner circle of friends, my very close-knit group of friends, I'm literally not answering a phone call. I can't express that enough. But for the post, I actually saved the best for last, okay? This one is by this guy named Ryan, and I actually know who this guy is. He, when I first started out DJing, he worked for the same company as me, or he did gigs for the same company as me. So I know him from back then. I mean, I don't really know him too well, but like I know him from back then. I recognize his face and his whatever. And we're going to have to make fun of this one because he did the cardinal sin of all cardinal sins. This is the worst comment of them all. You want to know why? Say it, DJ Hi Kevin. He used Chat GPT. Holy shit. Looking for a DJ MC? Look no further. Discover DJ MC Ryan David, your ultimate party maestro. Looking to turn your event into an unforgettable dance extravaganza? Look no further. Allow us to introduce you to the musical wizardry of DJ MC Ryan David. With years of experience and a passion for making every moment unforgettable, Ryan knows exactly how to keep the dance floor alive and the energy soaring all night long. From weddings to birthdays, corporate events to private parties, Ryan's eclectic mix of beats guarantees a good time for everyone. Don't miss a chance to elevate your event to the next level. Book DJ MC Ryan David today and let the music do the talking. This is egregious, and I actually am making fun of him, and I don't feel bad for it, because you dude, you went to ChatGPT, you had them write you you had AI write you a 5-paragraph thing that you copy and paste at every post, and I've seen this at multiple posts too, and I like, literally, do not be Ryan, okay? Do not do this. Everyone knows it's ChatGPT, and also no one talks like that. That is not going to get you the gig. It's just not. If you have gotten a gig from that post, I promise you charged them $400. Like, you know what I mean? You didn't. It wasn't it wasn't anything like, that's not going to help you. Okay. All about genuine, like real, like handwrite each one. If you're going to do it, if you're going to respond and recommend yourself, if you're going to lick your own balls, at least do it right. But overall, I kind of recommend you don't. I just recommend you crush social media. You put a lot of content out there, live content of you DJing, MC, like literally live at the event with the actual audio, so people can literally see what they'd be getting, right? So they can, literally stalk your page and see you at a wedding. And just crush your events. Put 150% into what you do. Crush your events. Keep it pushing. Hand out your cards. Keep it pushing. And if you do that and you work really hard, every post that goes in a Facebook group like this, you should get at least one recommendation. Your company or you personally should get at least one recommendation. People recommend other DJs all the time in these groups. Okay, they literally look for that. If you crush someone's wedding, they're shouting you from the mountaintops, and that's the true key. Okay, a recommendation from a regular person that experienced you live is going to hold 1,000 pounds more weight and merit than you recommending yourself, and that's a fact.